Hi everyone, my name is Erica Hanlon and I'm a senior from the class of 2023. This year I served as SGA president, and in that role I really enjoyed advocating for our students' needs throughout this past year. It's now my honor to share some of our unique stories with you. Welcome to the 2023 Undergraduate Commencement Ceremony. Class of 2023, we did it.
The story of your life.
My life.
All of our lives.
Has no script.
No predetermined checklist.
It's written day to day.
Week to week.
Year to year.
The chapters you've written in your story
have brought you here.
To this moment.
This moment.
This moment.
Welcome to the start.
To the start.
To the start.
Welcome to the start of your next chapter.
When I was younger, I think my dream for the future was I wanted to give back to people.
I wanted to travel the whole world, discover new things, learn new cultures, and just expand myself.
I've always wanted to be both a hockey player and a scientist. And coming here, it's been like one big stepping stone that sort of made it a possibility, and it still is.
When I saw Worcester State, I was shocked in a positive way. It's such a beautiful campus, and I just fell in love with it immediately.
Worcester State has taught me to have courage in my life. The staff are just so supportive of one another. It just helps motivate me to keep going, and I know that it's going to help me in my nursing practice.
I used to not really like school that much. I was like, okay, time for undergrad, 4 years, I can do it, just push through. And Worcester State has actually really made me fall in love with school.
The variety of classes that we have to take, even electives, has given me a lot of different skills to kind of keep me open-minded and learn a lot of things that will help me on my journey.
I feel that I am prepared to continue on with whatever life brings me after Worcester State.
This is the end of this chapter of my life. A new beginning is about to start. I would like to thank my parents for helping me reach my goals. I am the person I am today thanks to them.
I would like to thank for this moment my family.
My family always stood by me, always supported me in any way, in every possible way.
They were always ready to help and push me in the right direction. So I love you, Mom and Dad.
Everything that I've worked for this past 4 years will cross my mind when I walk across that stage.
This is it. I've made myself proud. I've made my family proud. This is it. This is what the past 4 years is all about, this moment.
Class of 2023.
It's time to turn the page
in your next chapter.
And it starts now.
The Provost and Vice President, and it is such a pleasure to welcome our graduates and all guests to these, the 147th commencement exercises of Worcester State University. Kaylee Santino, class of 2023, will now lead us in singing the national anthem. Please rise. And it will be followed by a recording of the Worcester State University Chorale, led by Dr. Christy Nigro, singing our alma mater, which you can find printed on the inside back cover of your program. Please remain standing through both songs.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous must fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the lands of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. There will be time after the conclusion of the formal exercises for celebration and picture taking. We have engaged professional photographers who will be taking pictures of each graduate, and the graduates should have received information on ordering those photos directly from the company. With Memorial Day right around the corner, I take a moment now to extend a heartfelt thank you to all of the veterans and service members here with us. There are members of the platform party that perform such a critical role to the university and to the graduating class of 2023, who I will introduce at this time. Please stand when your name is called. Dr. Brittany J., faculty and class of 2023 advisor. Joseph Katz, administrator and class of 2023 advisor. He's assisting with today's commencement services on the floor. Brittany Samaglia, class of 2023 committee member. Erica Hanlon, class of 2023 committee member. Julia Sadowski, class of 2023 committee member. Haley Samara, class of 2023 committee member. Gracia Kitenge, chair of the class of 2023 committee. Students come to Worcester State with drive and determination and passion. Some come with hopes of making a difference, while others, sadly, leave us all too soon. Please join me in a moment of silence for one of our non-traditional transfer students we lost this year, Miss Stephanie Barry. Thank you. Due to a schedule conflict, the Massachusetts Department of Higher Education representative will not be able to join us this morning. First on the program to bring greetings will be Dr. Erica Brisacker, President of the Worcester chapter of the Massachusetts State College Association, Massachusetts Teachers Association, and the National Education Association. Following Dr. Brisacker will be David Tuttle, class of '01, Chair of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of greetings for the board. And after Mr. Tuttle will be Gracia Kitenge, Chair of the class of 2023, with the senior class address. Dr. Brisacker. Good morning. Thank you. Today is a day of celebration as we consider all the work of our students, soon-to-be graduates, their families and friends, and our campus community. In highlighting our students' achievements, as president of Worcester State's chapter of the Massachusetts State College Association, I would like to take a moment to recognize the work of the full-time and part-time faculty and librarians at the university. They've worked incredibly hard alongside our students in extraordinary times, using extraordinary measures on the way to this stage. Please join me in applauding them. And faculty and librarians, if you could stand up and be recognized. As one of my undergraduate mentors, Dr. Minor Myers, used to say, go forth and do well, but more importantly, go forth and do good. On behalf of the faculty and librarians here, sincerest congratulations.
Good morning, everybody. This is great. I can't believe the number of people that came out on this beautiful day to celebrate these wonderful students that we have here. I'm Dave Tuttle. I'm chairman of the board here at Worcester State University, and on behalf of my fellow board members, we want to congratulate you first of all. The board made one of their last decisions of the year this morning. If you notice, everyone's reading prepared remarks by me. They decided to give you your first graduation present, and they took my 10-page speech, so I can only talk for 30 seconds, so you can thank them afterwards for your first present. That being said, I will introduce them right now. I'm going to have them stand as I say their names. Karen LaFond, trustee. Trustee Dina Nichols. Our student trustee, Emma Pollock, class of 24. Larry Sasso, trustee, class of 90 and 13. My vice chair and trustee, Lisa Colombo, she's class of 87. Trustee Amy Peterson, class of 03, and Trustee Maureen Powers. We do spend a lot of time on campus throughout the year, attending meetings and events and all that, but I do have to say this is probably one of the most special events we get to attend. We're so proud of Worcester State University. We're so proud of the accomplishments that these students have done throughout the years. As they know, I don't mention that four-letter word anymore, but these folks have gone through a lot to be here today, and I want to congratulate you. You've overcome the first struggles and obstacles in life, and your future is very, very bright. You can clap, that's what we're here for this morning. I used a line last night, an old African proverb that said, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. As a board of trustees, we realize that we're just one part of a larger, incredible team here at Worcester State University. And I do want to thank President Maloney and his administrative team for all the work that they do. Our faculty and staff, Erica recognized them earlier. They may be sitting in the back this morning, but they're true leaders in the classroom and on this campus. And I want to thank them for all their efforts, too. Lastly, students, as you know, you're not here alone. Look around you. There's thousands of people here celebrating with you this morning. I want to thank the family and friends that are here today. And you all, do me one favor. Find your family member, wave to them, and thank them, because they're as big of a part of this as you are. All right, I lied. I read the last page that they told me not to. But I do want to congratulate you on behalf of the Board of Trustees. Do me one favor, though. Enjoy this day. It's going to be a busy weekend. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for you to be in an undergrad. And I hope you really soak this all in, enjoy it, take your Worcester State education, and go do great things in the world. Thank you all very much.
Good morning, President Maloney, trustees, faculty, staff, family, friends, and fellow graduates. My name is Gracia Kitenge, and I am honored to be your student speaker. Today is a special day, as we all know. Maybe some of us didn't believe that we were going to make it to this point in our lives, because the journey seemed so long. But guess what? The fact that you are here shows that you have made it, no matter how long, how hard, and how overwhelming it has been. I remember coming here to the United States in 2018 with no English and knowing no one. It was just me and my sister facing a complete new world and trying to find our way through it. The struggle was real, and we didn't have a choice but to face it and embrace this new journey. If I was told 2 or 3 years ago that I was going to stand up here and make a speech in front of thousands of people, I wouldn't have believed it. When I arrived in the US, I was a very shy person who didn't want to get involved at all, and for a lot of reasons. I was missing my home in Africa. I was not feeling like I was fitting in, and on top of it, I faced racism and injustice many times. It was hard to open up. However, the thing that got me to change my mind from not wanting to do anything to actually becoming a student involved was COVID. When we were in complete lockdown, not seeing the world or anyone else except my sister, I felt like I was in some sort of prison. Being in lockdown got old because I wanted to see new faces and meet new people. Not that I didn't love my sister, but seeing the same face every day without seeing anybody else or socializing was taxing. I realized that I missed it. I am naturally an extrovert and social person. My shyness just came from all the things I had faced when I got here in the US. Coming from a country where we all look the same, no differences, same culture, and now living in a place so diverse with a lot of different cultures, backgrounds, and experiences was not an easy process to adapt to and fit in and embrace everyone's differences. After restrictions were lifted, it made me think about life in general and made me realize that every day is worth living because you don't know what can happen in the next day, hour, or even minute. So I made that one promise to myself that once we were able to get back to our normal lives, I was going to get involved and do whatever it takes to make that difference for myself. I was a junior when I started getting involved on campus. And in my last 2 years of college, I was an orientation leader, a resident assistant, a Worcester State Health Ambassador, the vice president and then president of the French Club, a presidential student ambassador, and many other things. I looked at my achievements, and it feels surreal to have achieved this much in just 2 years. I will even be going to Quebec with the French Club next week. So my message to you today is to believe in yourself and to go for what you love. Be determined to work hard for that dream of yours and make it become a reality. We are here today, entering a new chapter in our lives. Some of us probably have it completely figured out, while others are still trying to find their way in embracing this new journey that is about to start. Just remember, you have all the capabilities, capacities, and tools you need to become the person you want. Worcester State has prepared us for this next step. Remember, determination is key, discipline is the fuel, and hard work is the engine. I implore you to fight for your dreams and work in a way that nothing and no one can stop you from reaching those goals. I am where I am today because of the hard work and determination I put in and the work I did. You don't need to have or you don't need to be perfect in order to start something. Start it with what you have, and the rest will come after. I didn't apply for those student leader positions having all of the necessary tools. I didn't even have half the skills I have now. But when I started getting involved, that is where I grew and learned the skills I have today. Sometimes you don't have to feel ready in order to jump. Sometimes all you need to do is take the leap of faith. There are two animals that I really love and take examples from. I'm talking about the lion and the eagle. Not saying that if a lion or an eagle entered the room I was in, I'd go and hug them. I'll probably be the first one to run and take the first exit I see. But what I love about these two animals is that they are independent leaders. Lions don't need to be surrounded by others to know who they are. The lion's self-confidence is far beyond compare. It doesn't do things according to others. When a lion has a goal in mind, nothing will stop it from that goal. Self-confidence, sense of leadership is what I love about that animal. No wonder why he is the king of the jungle. Not because it is the biggest animal or the fastest, but because it's unique and it knows its value and it can make decisions on its own without following a squad. My second is the eagle. For those who don't know, whenever there's a storm coming, the eagle flies high to face it. It doesn't matter how strong, how bad it is, an eagle will face the storm until it passes it. And when it passes the storm, it screeches a shout of victory, like, "Wah!" because it made it. When I look at the eagle and when I think about this amazing animal, I see endurance, determination, skills, power, and speed. Even though these animals are strong and independent, they stay with their pride and areas, and their surrounding still have an influence on who they are. So keep in mind that the company you keep and make sure that they are helping you achieve your goal of greatness. You most certainly will face challenges on your journey, but never give up on your goal. As you leave here today and start the next chapter of your journey, remember what you learned during your time at Worcester State. Take the lessons, both inside and outside of the classroom, and put them into practice. Do not let excuses stop you. Don't hesitate when making decisions, and don't let your "yeah, but" dictate your future and settle for what you have in the moment. Always go for more. Step outside of your comfort zone and grow. Before I finish, I just want to give a big shout out to all the staff and faculty. Thank you for your sacrifice and for helping us reach the end of this chapter of our lives. I want to thank my God for being with me since the beginning. I thank my big sister, who is my role model and my biggest supporter, and my mom and dad, who worked hard and sacrificed a lot to support me in every single way so I could make it this far. I thank my friends for always being there for me when I needed it and for the best experiences of college and memories that would last my entire lifetime. So to you, class of 2023, your next chapter starts now. May this journey be a great adventure and full of promise. Make the most out of it, live it fully, and be a great person. Congratulations, class of 2023, and cheers to our new beginnings. Thank you.
Thank you so much for those words of inspiration. Our next speaker is the keynote speaker of the morning, followed by honorary degree conferrals, and then President Barry M. Maloney with remarks. It gives me the greatest pleasure to welcome and introduce our 147th commencement speaker, Kristen Lee. Kristen Lee, known as Dr. Chris, is a licensed clinical social worker, an accomplished writer and podcaster, and comedian. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Chris to the podium.
Good morning. Class of 2023, congratulations. It is my honor to be with you today to celebrate your momentous achievements. I don't have to tell you that you've maneuvered a great deal of complexity to be here, yes? You've survived your academic years in the age of anxiety, when loneliness has been called the new smoking as a health risk. And trying to find a therapist is like trying to find a wrinkle on Kim Kardashian. Even before 2019, the World Health Organization declared burnout as a health risk of today. It used to be considered a health categorization. Now, an occupational risk, a direct consequence of modern living. You've been raised within the cult of overachievement. By the time you lost your first tooth, you already needed to know your top college. By the time you're in 3rd grade, you need to be reading 3 grade levels ahead. By the time you were in high school, you needed to be taking 15 co-curriculars and AP classes. And then by the time you're 20, if you haven't already started your own nonprofit, or you're not hustling, grinding, and slaying all day, then you're an epic failure. No pressure. Perfectionism has escalated by 33% in the last 10 years, with social comparison as the #1 driving force, and social anxiety the fastest growing anxiety spectrum disorder. You've all been asked to get back to normal, all while going through a pandemic, socio-political polarization, and significant trauma, including the horrors of systemic violence, injustice, and isms perpetrated against BIPOC and LGBT communities. You and your families, you have an incredible story of courage and resilience. Your tenacity reminds me of the amazing artist, Georgia O'Keeffe, who said this: "I've been absolutely terrified every moment of my life, but I've never let it stop me from doing a single thing I've wanted to do." I love this quote because it's honest and relatable, and it goes beyond the stereotypical advice of commencement speeches. Oh, today is the first day of the rest of your life. You can do anything. Live your best life. Just make failure your friend. Today, I'll do my best to skip the cliche advice and instead share 3 words that changed my life at Worcester State and how they brought me to service on the front lines of the campus and global mental health crises, and what this work has taught me. First, the 3 words. They came from Anne, my A&P professor. She stopped me after class and said, "Are you okay?" Now, I wasn't exactly the stereotypical case study for depression and anxiety. I was very chatty, friendly, I worked 4 jobs, I wrote for the Student Voice newspaper. So I was embarrassed. I turned beet red. I'm like, who does she think she is, Nancy Drew? And I ran out of the classroom mortified. But Anne could tell something was up. And it made me stop to realize that I wasn't okay. Underneath the veneer of my outside presentation, I was suffering. Anne's intervention wasn't poetic. It was actually pretty awkward. But it made me realize that I needed help and that someone cared about me. And when I stopped to think about it, a lot of people cared about me, and it was worth getting help. I doubt Anne knew those 3 simple words would set the stage for my life's work. Throughout your time at Worcester State, you've had your own Anns, friends, families, faculty, advisors, staff, who've taken time to show how much they care. To all the family and friends, we applaud you. And to the leaders, staff, and faculty of this amazing university, the work of supporting students is sacred. And to my own family and friends who are here today, probably the noisiest crew here, I thank you and I love you. So after my own graduation day, I went on to become a psychotherapist, then a professor. And as I went on to study the science of resilience and behavior change, I became obsessed with trying to understand what helps humans stay and do well, even in the throes of crisis and complexity, even when it's hard. So, I know I'm standing in between you and your lunch reservation today, so I'm going to give you highlights from the past 30 years in my remaining 4.5 minutes. Kind of like when they do the Harry Potter play, they do all 7 books in 90 minutes. That's what I'm going to do. So here are the lessons. Number 1, we need to get over the 1950s hangover. The old school framing of stigmatized mental health condition needs to shift. Needs to shift to human condition. We all take turns suffering. Mental health issues are not for those people over there who need help. Modern brain science shows that we are all likely to vacillate in and out of episodes across our lifetime. Mental health issues are not an individual problem. We can't fix them by slugging down our power smoothies, making vision boards, binge reading self-help, or rubbing ourselves in lavender oil while intermittent fasting and deep breathing. Society needs to create more humane conditions. Number 2, resilience relies on connection. Resilience isn't about never letting anyone see you sweat unless it's to show off your hot yoga class, or pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. And by the way, a very clever Gen Zer figured out that you can't actually pull yourself up by your bootstraps. It's not a physics thing. Resilience is a process. It doesn't happen within a flip of switch or in isolation. Resilience happens within community. Relationships are amongst the most protective factors towards resilience. Seek people and spaces where you know you belong. Relentlessly co-create places of psychological safety and human reverence where we hold each other in highest regard, celebrate our incredible tapestry of identities, and work diligently to make the conditions better that cause us to need to be resilient in the first place. Number 3, it's okay not to be okay, but you don't have to stay stuck. It's not a moral failing when we struggle. Ask yourself and everyone around you, are you okay? Even if it's awkward. Find the courage to be candid and ask for help. Help helps. Number 4, your mental health is everything. It's more important than letters after your name, likes on your feed, money in the bank, than Teslas, red bottom shoes, or what people think about you. There's no health or success without mental health. Protect it at all costs. Number 5, you are a human being, not a human doing. Refuse to buy into life advice that tells you to hustle and grind and slay all day and everything will be fine. With burnout being called an inevitable risk of today, resist the bait of perfectionism and hyper-performance. Be on guard against the pervasive underperformance dysmorphic disorder of today, when you're doing the most and you think it's not enough. You are not a robot or a machine. Practice self-compassion and identify what nourishes and sustains you. Number 6, sloppy thinking is a public health issue. Thank you, President. Be willing to unlearn and relearn. Question everything, especially when things are coming through your feeds at breakneck speed. A recent study showed that over 86% of the most viral how-to TikTok videos were either erroneous or harmful. ChatGPT and AI are infiltrating, and we don't quite know the implications. Stay curious. The marker of a good life is turning up with more questions than answers. Keep reading substantively. Avoid groupthink. Just like fear, misinformation, hate, and germs can spread, so do wisdom, integrity, and loving kindness. Be a super spreader of positive contribution in the world. And finally, number 7, accept that there will be so much anxiety. You won't know what to do at times. You will marinate in fear and be completely entangled in distress. And in those moments, when you feel as though you're not resilient, own your effervescence and indomitable spirit, your capacity to maneuver even through the bramble of anxiety and complexity. Lead with curiosity, candor, humility, and a relentless commitment to improve the human condition. This is the great gift we give ourselves and one another. Class of 2023, I wish you and yours much joy, peace, and momentum. Thank you.
Kristen Lee, known as Dr. Chris, is a behavioral science clinician, researcher, and educator. She is the lead faculty for behavioral science and faculty in residence at Northeastern University. Her research and teaching interests include individual and organizational well-being and resilience, particularly for marginalized and underserved populations. She earned her Bachelor of Science in Communication Sciences and Disorders from Worcester State University, a Master of Social Work from Boston University, and a Doctor of Education from Northeastern University. Dr. Chris, as a clinician, works with organizations and leaders from around the world on how to use the science of behavioral change and human potential to build healthy mental health cultures, helping to prevent burnout and promote organizational and human sustainability. Dr. Chris was the recipient of the 2011 Excellence in Teaching Award from Northeastern University for her depth of knowledge and engaging teaching style. She's been honored by the Worcester State University Alumni Association with the Distinguished Professional Achievement Award in 2015 from Worcester State as a leader who lives by the highest intellectual and ethical standards. Dr. Chris, as an author and speaker, has published books including Reset, Make the Most of Your Stress, winner of the Next Generation Indie Book Awards Motivational Book of 2015, and best-selling Meta-Intelligence, A New Psychology of Thinking. Learn what it takes to be more agile, mindful, and connected in today's world. And Worth the Risk, How to Microdose Bravery to Grow Resilience, Connect More, and Offer Yourself to the World. That's 3 I'm picking up on the way out. She is a regular contributor for Psychology Today and Thrive Global, and as a speaker has been featured on NPR, TED, TEDx, The Risk You Must Take, Forbes, Fast Company, and CBS Radio. She is the host of Crackin' Up, where therapy meets comedy. Other speaking venues include Harvard University, Harvard Medical School, Snapchat, the American Chemical Society, Virgin Pulse, and Johnson & Johnson. As a licensed independent clinical social worker, she advocates to increase mental health integration in social policies and in institutions to facilitate access, which has improved health outcomes in the United States and across the globe. She has served as a U.S. federal grant reviewer for the Department of Minority Affairs, Substance Abuse and Mental Health Administration, and the Department of Health and Human Services. She's a member of the National Association of Social Workers and the American Psychological Association. So therefore, in recognition of your outstanding career achievements in the field of behavioral sciences, for serving as an ambassador to those struggling with mental health issues, and for advocacy and policy changes at corporate and governmental levels, Worcester State University is proud to confer upon you, Kristen Lee, class of '96, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, presented on this day, the 13th of May, 2023, signed by Barry M. Maloney, President, David Tuttle, Chair, Board of Trustees. Congratulations, Dr. Lee. We're switching the order from the program for our next honorary degree recipient. So Ann Zaleski will be next, followed by Bob Cousy. And in recognition of the 50th anniversary of Title IX, our cross-country track and field and Student Government Association President, Erica Hanlon, will now come forward with Ann Zaleski to announce this honoree.
Ann Ash Zaleski, a formidable name in the New England sports community, has championed excellence in women's athletics as a player, coach, administrator, and friend. Miss Zaleski, as a standout student athlete at Worcester State College, played on the basketball, softball, field hockey, and volleyball teams. She served as team captain for basketball, softball, and field hockey, earning 15 varsity letters. Upon graduation in 1973, Miss Zaleski coached for Worcester State before taking a teaching and coaching position at St. Peter Marian High School. Over her 13-year career, she amassed extraordinary winning records for St. Peter Marian in basketball, 272 wins and 54 losses, winning multiple league and district titles, and a state championship. In softball, 253 wins and 21 losses, winning 5 state championships. She is credited with starting their first girls soccer team, which was also the first in the city of Worcester. When College of the Holy Cross sought to expand its women's athletic program in 1989, Miss Zaleski was recruited to lead the charge, serving as their Associate Athletic Director and Senior Women's Administrator, and their first Title IX Administrator for athletics for 26 years, overseeing operational activities of 14 varsity sports. Ms. Zaleski, as a tireless mentor and volunteer, guided the athletic careers of thousands of young people and coached multiple youth teams in the city of Worcester. Many athletes whose careers she has guided credit her for giving them leadership skills that were cemented through team sports and role modeling which she provided. Ms. Zaleski, as a breast cancer survivor, shares her courageous breast cancer survival story with others through the 1540 Connection, now called Detect Together, which advocates for early breast cancer detection. Ms. Zaleski, as a trailblazer in the women's athletic community, often sought opportunities to lead and serve at a time when it did not exist for women. Her collegial, respectful, and thoughtful interactions with others have allowed her to make connections to support the goals and aspirations of the student athletes that she mentored. Through her impact within women's sports, the International Association of Approved Basketball Officials named an award, the Ann Zaleski Sportsmanship Award, which is annually awarded. She was inducted into the St. Peter Marian Hall of Fame, Worcester State University Athletics Hall of Fame, the New England Basketball Hall of Fame, and the Massachusetts Sports Hall of Fame. She has been recognized by the NCAA for her outstanding contributions. Ms. Zaleski is a lifelong resident of Worcester, Massachusetts.
Therefore, in recognition of your outstanding career achievements and in helping student athletes achieve their personal best as a coach, mentor, leader, volunteer, and friend throughout the city of Worcester and beyond, Worcester State University confers upon you, Ann Ash Zaleski, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
Congratulations, Ann. Our third honorary degree recipient, Bob Cousy, could not be with us today. We presented to him the honorary degree earlier this month, so please draw your attention to the broadcast monitors.
Thank you, Provost Wims. Bob Cousy, the legendary NBA point guard for the Boston Celtics, is a staunch advocate for civil rights and labor rights, and has committed his post-NBA life to programs supporting underprivileged youth. As an advocate, Mr. Cousy supported his African-American teammates on the Boston Celtics when they faced harassment and discrimination, forming the first professional sports union when he founded the National Basketball Players Association. In The Last Pass, co-authored with Gary Pomerantz, Mr. Cousy wrote of his professional and personal relationship with Bill Russell and publicly apologized for not doing more to support Russell and other African-American colleagues when they faced civil rights violations. Following his NBA career, Mr. Cousy turned to community service and began working with underprivileged youth, providing them with educational and professional opportunities. In 1963, he founded the Worcester chapter of Big Brothers, Big Sisters of America, which today serves 87 Massachusetts communities throughout central Massachusetts and Metro West. Mr. Cousy has given generously to Big Brothers, Big Sisters in both service and funding over the years. Mr. Cousy began playing basketball in high school at the age of 13. He became an NCAA champion in 1947 and a first-team All-American in 1950. Mr. Cousy spent the majority of his playing career with the Boston Celtics, where he became a 6-time NBA champion and 13-time All-Star consecutively from 1951 to 1963. His points record, 16,960 career points, 6,955 assists, and 4,786 rebounds, have earned him a spot in the Basketball Hall of Fame. Originally from New York City, Mr. Cousy has been a resident of Worcester since 1946. Therefore, in recognition of your outstanding career achievements and using your platform to advocate for your teammates in the areas of civil rights and labor rights, and for your commitment to and support of underprivileged youth throughout Worcester and beyond, Worcester State University confers upon you, Bob Cousy, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. Congratulations, and thank you.
So, good morning. My name is Bob Cousy, and I'm the half-naked statue that waved to you from the outer lobby on the way coming in. I've been asked to be brief, which shouldn't be hard for a statue, but perhaps a little surreal for you guys, or even spooky for you guys. The first order of business is to offer my sincere congratulations to all you guys and gals on this very special day. You've passed the first milestone, the first test of what like's going to be like. Now it gets a little more exciting, a little more challenging. The second order of business is to offer my and my family's appreciation to Worcester State University for this singular acknowledgement. Now, you may also have noticed that both the planet we inhabit as well as the society we utilize to govern large groups of people for the past 250 years seems to be fragmenting, much more divided than ever, more chaotic, less social control over everyday happenings. Even statues have to worry. They're being torn down all over the place. So how does that all affect you guys? As usual, you're going to be called on to be young, energetic, maybe a little naive, but certainly hopeful agents of change. And since, in my judgment, the common denominator in all the planet's problems is the same, the human animal. So perhaps you are able to offer some positive change. So I'm going to offer you your first challenge. On your way out, especially those of you with like a long reach, please take the time to reach up to the statue with your hanky, or what do they call them, tissues these days. Wipe the pigeon poop off my nose, please. I'd like to be clean and neat. And sometimes my dear friend Sandy Dunn, who runs this joint, misses a spot. Lastly, I offer you all bon voyage on your life's journey, and thank you for allowing an old jock to play a small role. Peace.
For class of 2023, welcome. Let me tell you, as a kid from Springfield, the home of the Basketball Hall of Fame, spending time with Mr. Cousy was quite remarkable. On behalf of Worcester State University, I welcome the members of the Board of Trustees, the faculty, staff, and other distinguished guests, and the friends and family of the more than 1,000 graduating seniors to our 147th commencement ceremony. I also would offer to all of the mothers who are here today, all the moms, an early Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Now, half of the audience just said, "Oh, damn, I forgot. I got something to do later this afternoon, honey." Anyway, CVS has got a long line in Titanic Square. Anyway, you may think, students, you may think of this walk today across this stage as a celebration lap for your years of study, and it is. Yet, it is so much more. You're poised to start your future, and that's always true, but somehow today, a little bit more true than. So I ask you briefly to consider three questions. From my perspective, where are you from? What are your values? And who has been there for you, and what have you learned from them? As one of the great novelists and poets of our time, Maya Angelou, has once said, if you don't know where you've come from, You don't know where you're going. Now, I'm a little bit older now, maybe older than I'd like to admit, but when I left my hometown of Springfield, Mass. for Orono, Maine, I didn't think much about leaving a diverse community for a remote college town. I sure thought a lot about it once I got there, and it fueled my decision to return to Massachusetts. Now, I know many of you here in the audience grew up here in Central Mass, maybe even grown up here in the city of Worcester, and certainly you did not go far away to college. And after today's ceremony, you may want to live and stay here in the area, and some of you may want to think more broadly and branch out. But great people like alumnus and Board of Trustee member Amy Peterson have grown up here and continue to work here. Amy was born in Worcester, and she graduated from Worcester State in 2003 and has worked here at the DCU Center in the past, and now is currently the Chief of Staff for our city manager here in Worcester. She has served on the board of Discover Central Massachusetts and has volunteered on Powwow Worcester, the project that resulted in 16 murals being painted in iconic Worcester buildings. She is responsible for those folks. She devotes significant time and talent to Worcester State. This city and this university are far better because of Amy's commitment. Worcester born and raised Amari Greggs. Where's Amari? Who last December earned 2 bachelor's degree cum laude in math for elementary education, has stayed local to work this year as a long-term substitute at the school where she did her practicum, the May Street Elementary School right next to campus. In addition to being a role model for her 6th graders, she has spoken to high school groups inspiring young people of color to consider the profession of teaching. She walks across this stage today with dozens of other graduates from December. Yeah. Business administration degree earner Elias Nelson plans to stick around as well. Eli, he grew up in Spencer and lived at home while commuting to Worcester State. He became the president of our LGBTQ+ Alliance group and had a marketing internship at Charles River Analytics and is one of our class marshals today. He is looking for work in digital marketing within Massachusetts. I'd like to say to any employers who are here in the room, he is still available. He is very talented and a proven leader and is looking to start an MBA in the not too distant future. Give him a call. Then there are those who came from far away and attended Worcester State. Alexandra Pizarro, for example, who graduated in December with a degree in psychology and double minors in education and biology. Remember Hurricane Maria and the devastation it visited upon Puerto Rico? Alexandra sure does. The sun had not risen on September 17, 2017, but the water in Alexandra's bedroom already had. She stepped into 3 inches of it that morning. After 2 months of hardship, the family fled the island and came to Worcester, and Alexandra enrolled in Worcester State. Through grants provided by the Latino Education Institute and the caring support of staff, she was able to spend less time commuting to work and more time on her studies. She will soon be working on a graduate degree in EDS and school psychology program right here at Worcester State. I know of many students who have immigrated to Worcester. Our student speaker, Gracia Kitenge, for one, who is from the Democratic Republic of Congo. Gracia promptly learned English, as you heard. By the way, that is her 5th fluent language. And she is graduating cum laude with a major in computer science with a big data analytics concentration. She told me just last week that she just got her first job with a local bank. Congratulations, Gracia. What about Princess Kwanzaa? She is from Ghana. She majored in biology with a pre-med concentration and was commissioned as an Army Medical Service officer yesterday after completing her ROTC training. She has let nothing stand in her way of graduating with honors, which included taking care of her family during the pandemic. These students know well where they are from. It is part of their identity. Now, I am from the United States. I've grown up and lived most of my life here in Massachusetts, but a couple of recent films about the Irish reminded me of my own family's immigrant past. The 2022 film Belfast and this year's Banshees of Inisherin have characters that must decide whether they stay here, stay where they've lived, or leave to leave violence and economic hardship. Belfast takes place in 1969 and depicts how the Troubles turned young Buddy's close-knit neighborhood into a war zone. Now, spoiler alert, close your ears if you haven't seen the movie. It is on HBO. His family does wind up leaving. The pa in the film says to his grandson Buddy to calm his anxiety, "You know where you're from, don't you? You're Buddy from Belfast 15, and wherever you go and whatever you become, that'll always be the truth." Now, I spared you my phony Irish accent, by the way. Students, graduates, you can leave behind where you were raised. You can leave this state or even this country, but those places, and I'll add your alma mater, will always be with you. So take pride in who you are: Worcesterite, Leominster kid, Bostonian, New Yorker, Congolese, Ghanaian, Puerto Rican, and of course, Lancer. Second question I'm asking graduates to consider: what are your values? This might be the most important thing to understand before making any life decision. In the Banshees film, one character determines he values intellectual stimulation over simple friendship. Yet some dark, hyperbolic drama ensues, which I don't necessarily suggest. But another character, Siobhan, the sister, reflects upon her life, and another spoiler alert, determines that the risky, scary move to leave her beloved brother and their hometown behind is worth it in order to pursue what she values. She leaves to become a librarian and lead a more fulfilling life. How about you? What do you value? And are those next steps in line with those values? Last question is about the people who have been there for you. And the first, I'll pose this question to my faculty colleagues in the back. What students this year made you think differently about your profession? Did any of them inspire new ways of teaching or providing support? Did their curiosity lead you to pursue a new direction in your research? I run into students all the time who inspire me, and I'm reminding myself today, as well as you, that these young people had an impact on our lives, and please make sure that you thank them for that before the end of the day. To the family and friends who sit in the audience, the ones who no doubt one of you are this special people, take a moment today to acknowledge not only the accomplishment that we celebrate, but how your graduate has grown right before your eyes over the past few years. Growth takes different forms for all of us. What do you value most about the one you are here to celebrate? To our graduates, consider who your important people are and what they taught you. The sad fact of life is that not all of them will be able to accompany you on that journey moving forward. Like Sister Siobhan in the movie Banshees, you sometimes need to leave behind those you love. But hey, you're not living in 1920s Ireland. So use FaceTime, WhatsApp, Zoom, whatever else you use to stay connected. Stay connected to those you love no matter where you go. Besides family and friend though, what faculty member had perhaps inspired you this year? Who was your mentor? Who was your faculty mentor? A good number of the students here, the good number of the graduates here were at Becker College in 2021 and transferred to Worcester State after Becker College closed. You may have particularly had been fond of a faculty member or a staff member at Becker, or someone here like Professor Reynolds in Earth, Environment, and Physics, or Professor Sharp in Biology. Yeah, that's a woohoo moment, yeah. Because of their passion for research and teaching, they help students uncover their own passion for protecting the Earth when they oversaw an invasive species research at the Patch Reservoir. Maybe a faculty member interested some of today's graduates through project-based learning. Chemistry professor Brian Zhu, for example, involved graduating senior Sydney Demers, 413, she's from Chicopee, in research which occupied much of her time during the pandemic. She pursued antibacterial drug discovery in the lab and earns a degree in chemistry with concentrations in pre-med and medicinal chemistry. She will also enter a PhD program at UConn in the fall. Graduates, some of the most important life lessons in college come from those who are not teachers. A staff member, perhaps a coach or counselor, may have helped you through a tough time or helped your team win a championship or a conference championship. We had several of those this year. And a shout out to our many student athletes who excelled in the classroom as they regularly outperformed their peers. Maybe it was an orientation leader or an RA, like graduating senior Michael Latendra of Worcester, who was both and earns his communication degree today cum laude with a concentration in digital media production. He'll attend graduate school in the fall. So graduates, who will always be here for you? Who will always be here for you? Here's the thing, that no matter where you go, the roots you set down before you got here and what grew up from them, your identity, your values, they will be with you forever. The people who helped you along the way, they're part of you too. If you think about it, you've got all that you need to move forward. Class of 2023, congratulations. Now we have an additional special presentation. The university has a tradition of recognizing trustees before they leave the board. Today we recognize 3 of them. Will Lita Fazone and Emma Polak please come forward? Trustee Alita Fazone was appointed by Governor Patrick in 2014 to the Worcester State Board of Trustees, serving 2 terms. She was the Director of Community and Customer Relations for National Grid in Worcester, overseeing customer and community relations throughout her jurisdiction in central and western Massachusetts. Alita's career includes business and public utilities work, including work for General Electric, Pacific Gas, and Electric of San Francisco, and Pennsylvania Power Company, now part of First Energy. A graduate of the University of Notre Dame with a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering, Alita is a graduate of the Leadership Worcester program and serves on several local boards, including the Worcester Research Bureau and the Worcester Business and Development Corporation, and Mass Econ. She is also involved with the Worcester Education Collaborative. She served as a member of the Finance and Facilities Subcommittee, and her financial and business acumen have been beneficial to the board. In her role as trustee, please join with me in honoring Ms. Alita Fazone. Emma Polak. Emma has been student trustee since fall of 2022. She graduated from Ware High School, where she was heavily involved in student leadership positions as well as sports. As a student trustee, she represented the students of Worcester State University, engaging fellow board members in meaningful discussions about student perspectives on campus. She is also a member of the Student Government Association and the Hiking Club. Emma is a rising senior. She'll be here next year, sitting there. Emma is studying biology with minors in geography and chemistry, and she hopes to pursue a career in genetics research. Thank you, Emma, for your service to the Board of Trustees. Much success on your continued studies here at Worcester State and your career future aspirations. I said there were 3 and only 2 people came forward, so I haven't got to count, yes. Former chair of our board, Trustee Stephen Medaus, could not be with us here today, but I wanted to just say a few words in his absence. Trustee Medaus was appointed to the Board of Trustees by Governor Patrick, serving 2 terms from 2013 to 2022. Trustee Medaus is a graduate of Worcester Polytech Institute and Suffolk University Law School. Aside from being a resident of Worcester, he is a partner at the law firm of Merrick O'Connell. In his private practice, he provides advice and counsel in various areas of municipal law, including public bidding and procurement. He currently serves as the co-chair of the Worcester County Bar Association's Municipal Law Section. His background has proven to be a great asset to our board, with his many deliberations securing the Temple Emmanuel property, now known as May Street, and other capital projects. He served as member of the Finance and Facilities, Academic, and Student Development Committees, and was elected to the member of the Worcester State University Board, Foundation Board, He also served as vice chair and was chair of the board during the pandemic. He's a strong supporter of WSU, and most importantly, he's a strong supporter of our students. He truly believes in practicing the students first agenda. I want to thank personally Steve Medaus today. Thank you so much.
The George I. Alden Excellence in Teaching Award is the highest honor Worcester State bestows upon faculty. These faculty members exemplify excellence in teaching, advising, and mentoring. Dr. Hy Ginsberg, please stand. Dr. Ginsberg earned both his MS and PhD in mathematics at the University of Vermont and his BS in computer science from SUNY Stony Brook. Dr. Ginsberg is an enthusiastic and innovative mathematics professor who doesn't follow the conventional rules of teaching and learning. He is passionate about his discipline and helping students succeed in math classes. His teaching philosophy is both earnest and transparent. He teaches math as if he were having a conversation with an old friend. A current student describes Dr. Ginsberg as a professor who motivates and encourages you and pushes you to keep up with your work to efficiently learn and retain. He's provided a very comfortable environment where he encouraged us to refer to him as Hy instead of professor. He really created a positive environment for learning. Thank you, Dr. Ginsberg. Our second recipient of the George I. Alden Excellence in Teaching Award is Dr. Riley B. McGuire. Dr. McGuire earned his MA and PhD in English at the University of Pennsylvania and a BA and MA in English from the University of Manitoba in Canada. He completed certificates in college and university teaching and women's gender and sexuality studies at UPenn. One of his students said, Dr. McGuire is a light so unbelievably bright, and he shares his knowledge and passion with each and every student he comes in contact with. He listens, he cares, he puts everything he has into encouraging and crafting young minds. He creates safe classroom spaces with not just equal but equitable opportunities for students to thrive. He's the kind of professor that should be an example for anyone who wishes to be an educator. Dr. McGuire's approach to teaching epitomizes student-centered learning and community building. At the request of his students, he created 2 new courses that reflect the diverse members of the Worcester State community: LGBTQ+ narratives and disability stories, disability studies. His work with students goes beyond the classroom. For instance, the collective work of the LGBTQ+ narratives course culminated in those students publicly sharing their writing at the flag raising on Pride Week. Please congratulate both Dr. McGuire and Dr. Ginsberg. Now is the time we have all been waiting for. We will proceed with the awarding of degrees. In order that we can all share in the enjoyment of this most important part of the ceremonies, I ask everyone to remain seated until all degrees are conferred and the ceremony concludes. Degrees will be presented by Trustee Tuttle and the trustees on one side of the stage and by President Maloney on the other. The candidates from the School of Science, Technology, and Health will be announced by Dean Linda Larrabee on your left, followed by Dean Reynold Lewis with the candidates for Education, Liberal, and Interdisciplinary Studies. The candidates from the School of Humanities and Social Sciences will be announced by Dean Russ Pottle on your right side of the stage. Got all that, right? Okay. A word to our graduates. Please return to your original seat after you receive your diploma. Those classmates who follow you across the stage will be most grateful for that. We also ask the audience to hold your applause so that all may be able to hear the next graduate's name as it is called. Will all candidates for baccalaureate degrees please rise? Okay, up. You're listening so carefully. President Maloney and Trustee Tuttle, I have a distinct honor to present to you the candidates for baccalaureate degrees.
Are we ready? There's 30 words before we get the party started here. By the authority of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, vested in the Board of Higher Education, and by it delegated to the Board of Trustees, the President and the faculty of this university, I am proud to confer 1,026 baccalaureate degrees.
Now announcing the graduates from biology, Brianna Lancia.
Now announcing graduates from Business Administration, Kayla Nicole Davis.
Logan Cohen.
Alina Lorraine Yakonski.
Caitlin Murphy. Shelby Ray.
Julia Grace Watson.
Martha Bueke.
Yaresa J. Burgos, cum laude.
Brandon Bacalo.
Susan L. Vigent, magna cum laude.
Priscilla De La Cara Gayez.
Ethan J. Kirsch.
Teresa Hughes.
Gerardo M. Gomez.
Samantha Salvatelli.
Annabella M. Alex, magna cum laude.
Nicole Penny.
Felicity P. Robillard, cum laude.
Hannah D'Angelo, cum laude.
Stephanie S. Dutting.
Michaela Hippert, summa cum laude.
Jacqueline L. Sperling.
Deshanice Rivera.
Tu Quinn Lee, summa cum laude.
Neil Tuhi, cum laude.
Isaac A. Fernandez.
Kyle Wall.
Noah Dean Temori.
Rebecca Lynn Lashua, magna cum laude.
Jordan Christina Lenore White.
Olivia Wright.
Timothy James Flanagan.
Carolyn Bashera.
Christian Packard.
Bailey Shepard, cum laude.
Ajita Barshumana.
Tayana Jacobs Aloya, cum laude.
Alexander Ulysses Sorrenti Burns.
Sydney Olafson. Kevin Burns.
Brett W. Buckland, cum laude.
Amanda Broder, cum laude.
Zachary J. Landry.
Kristen Beidelman, magna cum laude.
Cole T. Glassburn.
Carolyn Oliviera Moreira.
Savannah H. Rosado.
Princess Kwanzaa, cum laude.
Aaron G. Gaffney, cum laude.
YU2, cum laude.
Nicholas Austin Terry.
Andrew Donovan Ian.
Maxwell David Joyner, magna cum laude.
Sylvia Sordillo, magna cum laude.
Dylan Preston Stoll Tinker.
Zachary DeBag, summa cum laude.
Ashley E. Payne.
Olivia V. Laws.
Hannah E. Zacris.
Erickson Paulino.
Gianna S. Simone.
Colin Brennan.
Merrill Rose Warpula, cum laude.
Ryan Gallagher.
Elma Isabel Garcia, magna cum laude.
Amanda Lowe, summa cum laude.
Ciara Marie Cargiulo, summa cum laude.
Sandhya Syed, summa cum laude.
Jacob D. Von Linden, magna cum laude.
Hafsa Waqar, magna cum laude.
Christopher A. Asiello.
Sandra Y. Hanna.
Taylor J. Halfpenny.
Hafsa Batul.
Ian Roger Inangelo.
Julia Henshaw. Desiree,
Jenna Martina McCarthy.
Desiree Lou Richard.
Abigail Joy Ostrowski, cum laude.
Jacob Nathaniel Palmer.
Amir T.P. Mells.
Adnan Mohammed Nasir.
Benjamin Abraham Postnick.
Rodrigo A. Vieira. Naika Joseph.
Haley K. Skorowski, cum laude.
Joel Buaben.
Hannah Rose Kearney, magna cum laude.
Elvis Njoke, cum laude.
Bo Tiger Churchill.
Nareg Manukian.
Andrew Jacob Cleary, cum laude.
Jenny Ka Ka.
Liam F. Glenn.
Maureen Grady, summa cum laude.
Carlos Ramirez Reyes.
Now announcing the graduates from biotechnology. Quinn Bradley, magna cum laude.
Jamie Abbott Curtis.
Eric Merriam.
Zubair A. Alim.
Ryan Suddeth.
William Kamiri Kibe.
Benjamin Bowie. Matthew Arthur Elliott.
Samuel Dua.
Ali Hussam Mohammed Eliad.
Luigi Campoverde.
Helen Vincent.
Timor Elias Golden.
Gabrielle Jean Muscatelli.
Jacob L. Sherman, cum laude.
Emily Catherine Griffin.
Gabriel J. Lenart.
Daniel P. Clark, summa cum laude.
Christian G. Negron Rivera, magna cum laude.
Adam Joseph Briand, magna cum laude.
Namra Nasir.
Ella Malale, cum laude.
Henry Lay, magna cum laude.
Brian M. Escobar Akiani, summa cum laude.
Jessica Nachilo, summa cum laude.
Joseph Alec Fungafat.
Lauren Michelle Wareham.
Zachary Abel Bilodeau.
Elizabeth Azizian.
Kaya Nicole Perez.
Gabriella I. Frederick.
Aman Johnson.
Julia A. Colecci.
Now announcing the graduates from chemistry. Rita Amrose, summa cum laude.
Janie Pojani, cum laude.
Hamza Aman Khan, summa cum laude.
Ryan Michael Feltman.
Bradley Montanez.
Brandon Hugh.
Sydney Victoria Demers, magna cum laude.
John Backley, magna cum laude.
Huda A. Mohammed.
Sari M. August.
Jessica Linda McKenzie.
Antonia E. Spellman.
Now announcing the graduates from Communication Sciences and Disorders. Julianette J. Rivera, summa cum laude.
Audra Lofkin Murphy, cum laude.
Kaylee R. Salatino.
Tess A. Bump.
Emily M. DuPont, magna cum laude.
Lydia Nicole Annunziata.
Faith Alfonso, cum laude.
Ayla M. Allard, cum laude.
Isabella E. D'Amico, cum laude.
Jolina M. Dela Cruz Gil.
Taylor H. Halfpenny, magna cum laude.
Molly E. Schoberg.
Jacqueline E. Tolino, magna cum laude.
Jamila Anissa Gonzalez.
Cami Rose Arnold.
Isabella Gathoni.
Emma R. Pelser, magna cum laude.
Nico Guzman Jerry.
Sabrina M. Lomax, magna cum laude.
Lenny L. Tran, cum laude.
Catherine R. Dardinsky, magna cum laude.
Huang K. Tang.
Jade E. Menard, summa cum laude.
Nicholas G. Barrett.
Mackenzie M. Osborne, magna cum laude.
Kojo Niglu, cum laude.
Michaela A. Kowalik, summa cum laude.
Jesse D. Rogers.
Allison K. Forcier.
Ojibit Das, cum laude.
Ryan Sullivan Picari.
Daniel Rodriguez.
Eden A. Cagiano, cum laude.
Zenaida Ruth Buford.
Elise LeVay, summa cum laude.
Eugene T.
Brooke E. Barris, magna cum laude.
Exploit K. Nadai, cum laude.
Chloe V. Toomey, magna cum laude.
Anthony Michael Creasy, cum laude.
Berlin C. Aaron.
Melke G. Shabo, cum laude.
Reagan M. Pottle.
Charles W. Fassold, cum laude.
Ryan Alexa Hurd, cum laude.
Jack Stephen Mamon.
Cameron C. Nicora, magna cum laude.
Nick O. Casella, cum laude.
Caitlin J. Murphy, cum laude.
Andrew Aiden Rivers.
Kaylee E. Walsh.
Jordan Nicholas Peck.
Rachel K. Johnson.
Christy Shore.
Now announcing the graduates from Computer Science. Michael P. Morley, magna cum laude.
Ryan Stephen Wong.
Kenny Bui.
Dominic Kenneth James Landgren.
St. John N. Badu.
Tyler B. Mills, cum laude.
Sarah K. Tron, summa cum laude.
Michael A. Crocker.
Angus T. Cheng, magna cum laude.
Devin P. Leiden.
Dylan Nguyen, magna cum laude.
Anthony L. Winship, cum laude.
Andrew T. Lamb.
Kira N. Prouty.
Matthew S. Weatherby, cum laude.
Matthew Stephen Splain.
Sovibo Keo.
Long N. Nguyen, magna cum laude.
Ryan J. Klenk, magna cum laude.
Alyssa J. Thibault.
Nolan M. Chabot.
Maria Sarah.
Anesti Laura, cum laude.
Maria Sarah Oliveri.
Marel Becho.
Ashlyn M. Granger, magna cum laude.
Scott Benjamin Yuen, cum laude.
Now announcing the graduates from communication. Jaylyn M. Bratica, summa cum laude.
George Pierre Chiogli.
Ian J. Murphy.
Joseph D. Barry, cum laude.
Amy Esperanza Diaz Sanchez.
Thomas C. Clifford.
Scarlett Alvarado.
Juliana Maratti.
Ethan J. Borjeson Troop.
Maxwell W. Chapin, magna cum laude.
Kristen T. LeBlanc.
Sayed Minal Raza. Kelvin Daniel Nina.
Ethan Joseph Gurr.
Mausa Misra, cum laude.
Sophia Dryankova Bond.
Now announcing the graduates from Environmental Science. Carrie M. Smith, Mykonos, magna cum laude.
Nina Hong.
Brianna J. Chang, cum laude.
Ashley M. LeConte.
Logan J. LaFlamme, cum laude.
Daniela Marie Damasio.
Jack Cooper.
Sana M. El Hussein, magna cum laude.
Jackson T. Lamb, magna cum laude.
Alexandria M. Brown.
Emily R. Maynard.
Cassidy T. Robertson.
Caitlin M. Cole.
Andrew Scott Batista, cum laude.
Caitlin D. Dellert, summa cum laude.
Michael A. Latendra, cum laude.
Nicole Angela Feige.
Hunter Sean Cute.
Shelby F. Brooks.
Taylor A. Tamboleo.
Cassidy T. Lefferts.
Maria Jano.
Grace Catherine Higgins, summa cum laude.
Allison M. Coppinger, magna cum laude.
Jacqueline Samantha Hultman Felvinia.
Madison Joanne Gutierrez.
Evgenia Zares, magna cum laude.
Zion Webster Hendricks.
Elisa H. Olivia.
Catherine E. Ryan, magna cum laude.
Jung Hyo M. Batino.
Kenny H. Tran.
Now announcing the graduates from Geography. Riley M. Sanderson.
Evan James Harnoy.
Now announcing the graduates from Health Education. Katie A. Pumala.
Devin E. Chafee.
Julia Catherine Collins.
Joseph S. Kluge, magna cum laude.
Rebecca Lee White, magna cum laude.
Aubrey J. Plant.
Sean Albert DuPont, cum laude.
Connor M. Loando.
Andrew M. Gear.
Savannah C. Russell.
Joseph J. Saviza, cum laude.
Griffin E. Weber, summa cum laude.
Dylan M. Thompson.
Eric L. Vasquez.
Noah Paul Peterson, cum laude.
Jillian Claire Whiteman.
Now announcing the graduates from mathematics. Haley R. Mignon, cum laude.
Liam A. Carmody.
Avery R. Oldakowski, magna cum laude.
Colin Patrick Shea.
Rebecca L. Vicella, cum laude.
Matthew M. Fiore.
Sarah Ashley Finnegan, cum laude.
Matthew P. Dunphy.
Alex M. McCormick.
Nicholas S. Panucci.
Now announcing the graduates from mathematics for elementary education, Jessica Marie Potito. Julia E. Terlizzi.
Kevin Drevich, magna cum laude.
Say it for me. Now announcing the graduates from nursing, Al Madina Zalari, summa cum laude.
Chase J. Pettinelli.
Chloe D. Cushing, summa cum laude.
Now announcing the graduates from criminal justice, Connor H. Tompkins, magna cum laude.
Sarah Elizabeth Stefinski.
Richard T. Lapertia, cum laude.
Elizabeth R. Bazalan, magna cum laude.
Andre M. Jarrett, cum laude.
Zaria L. McClendon.
Garrett M. Powers.
Jamie R. Clark.
Colin R. Brault, cum laude.
Barbara Najeri Korea.
Kevin J. Zarnock Jr.
Yurlin Calderon de Linares.
Emma G. Koopman.
Samptabechico Joko.
Abigail M. Seitz, cum laude.
Camila Vidal, cum laude.
Mason J. Broyles.
Lyle Georgie Emmond de la Cruz.
Don Marie Jones.
Udell. Katie R. Udell, cum laude.
Moses Zenon Laguerre.
Crystal Bradshaw.
Matthew Ryan Slawowski.
Gabriella C. Alberghini, magna cum laude.
Bridget Elizabeth Ann Monsell.
Cameron E. Bergio, cum laude.
Heather C. Turner.
Sophie L. Pollack.
Avonia Trinity Herbert.
Ashley Addis Atkinson.
Aaron Moses Williams.
Ella Nicole Wallers.
Energiopoulos? Almost.
Ava R. Vaughn.
Soterios Panagiotopoulos.
Madison L. Kalupi, cum laude.
Jacob Almodovar.
Madison R. Sullender, magna cum laude.
Brandon James Hardy.
Hannah N. Sunderland, cum laude.
Ryan J. Bacon.
Caitlin
Kyle James Hoopy.
Amanda Lynn Marigot, cum laude.
Ariana M. Amoroso.
Stella S. Vandakova, magna cum laude.
Isabella Jacqueline Keys.
Haley Paige Farron.
Robert Joseph Tomchek.
Jenna Kristen Burks, magna cum laude.
Michael A. Santuri, magna cum laude.
Ashley Marie Parker, cum laude.
McKenna M. Carroll, magna cum laude.
Sarah Elizabeth Aitken.
Grace C. Campbell.
Bailey T. Bose, cum laude.
Erin O. Murphy, magna cum laude.
Haley R. Hathaway, magna cum laude.
Roxana M. Hernandez.
Toy N. Nguyen.
Timothy R. Dowd.
Teresa Lucille DeSales, cum laude.
Brianna Alice Blaze.
Kayla C. Archibald, cum laude.
Andrew John McLean.
Casey M. Barron, magna cum laude.
Matthew F. Booley.
Kessa Vilneg.
Dylan I. Charette.
Madison F. Seroder, cum laude.
Cody P. Adams, cum laude.
Kiana Olivia Gomes.
Samuel Kevin Gaudette, cum laude.
Darren Allen Costa.
Zachary M. Hill, magna cum laude.
Ariana P. Page.
Benjamin James Rackett, cum laude.
Emily G. Stander.
Evangelia Vlachu, magna cum laude.
Kimberly Ann Lang, cum laude.
Teneri G. Mulero.
Julia May Carrier, cum laude.
Geraldine Joy Simpkins.
Natalie Grace Benton.
Madison E. Stankus, cum laude.
Jalen M. Verplo, magna cum laude.
Omar A. Laza, cum laude.
Kalis M. Garvey.
Anthony J. Bordenka.
Mackenzie L. Sleeper, cum laude.
Stephen Dozio.
Elizabeth S. Zink, cum laude.
Miranda Williams.
Erin E. Duchette, cum laude.
Jason M. Marquez.
Janelle M. Bork, cum laude.
Ethan Landon Goudreau.
Carly M. Duff.
Sophia Vallejo.
Tia L. Nasuti.
Jennifer L. Slazas.
Maggie A. Campion.
Alexis Madrid Jr.
Molly Elizabeth Cutting.
Ruben Negron Jr.
Emily A. Saucier.
Ricardo Rodriguez.
Allison M. Fauntleroy.
Lionel Alvarado.
Lauren Patricia Darling.
Tashawn Jamal Montero.
Now announcing the graduates from Occupational Studies. Anna Catherine Wren, cum laude.
Vivian S. Ansa.
Jessica Sky Potenza, magna cum laude.
Jane B. Gosen.
Catalina Mercedes Ulona Hiltz.
Ashley Grace Crossman.
Catherine Ann Yurgen.
Kiara Valdez, magna cum laude.
Carrie Elizabeth Barnum.
Caitlin N. Sussin.
Kaylee Rose Gerzenda, magna cum laude.
Bright K. Bramang, magna cum laude.
Brooke Elizabeth Carey.
Now announcing the graduates from economics. Peter Stafe, summa cum laude.
Ariella Marie Mano, cum laude.
Dieter Stang, cum laude.
Anna V. Loud, magna cum laude.
Brendan P. Sharkey.
Courtney Marie Barreto.
Phoebe A. Shippey, cum laude.
Amanda D. Charisse, magna cum laude.
Wendy Tahire.
Kathleen Elizabeth Flanagan, cum laude. Tegan McKenna Quill, magna cum laude. Jordan Elizabeth Houston, magna cum laude.
Kevin Skila.
Willow S. Normandin, cum laude.
Andre Zink, magna cum laude.
Emily Lynn DePiro, magna cum laude.
Now announcing the graduates from English. Anthony J. Drapos, summa cum laude.
Emily A. LaVenture, magna cum laude.
Lily Margaret Clemente, cum laude.
Caitlin E. Alves, cum laude.
Kaylee Lynn Nochivelli.
Michaela De Lima Wilcox, magna cum laude.
Lauren E. Picos, cum laude.
Julie Braga, magna cum laude.
Jillian Alexis Doobie.
Natalie Antonia Brooks.
Ethan Campbell Whitney.
Natalia Antonio Brooks.
Jacob W. Nash, summa cum laude.
Juliana Mary Achinturo, magna cum laude.
Whitney S. Bailey.
Alexa Rose Ricker.
Carissa Brianne Cantwell.
Jake T. Barry, magna cum laude.
Sarah J. Vincent, summa cum laude.
Now announcing the graduates from Public Health. Caitlin Mary Conneely, summa cum laude.
Faith O. Potts, cum laude.
Megan J. Bellica, magna cum laude.
Santina M. McGregor, summa cum laude.
Jenny Luong, magna cum laude.
Benjamin D. Colombe, cum laude.
Clarice Natal, magna cum laude.
Tommy Sheehan, summa cum laude.
Andrew H. Lee, cum laude.
Jenna Patricia Gentili, cum laude.
Mariana I. Martinez.
Sarah F. Leone, magna cum laude.
Samantha A. Montalban.
Maxwell Nelson, cum laude.
Christine Marie Santos.
Now announcing the graduates from history. Felipe V. Rodriguez, summa cum laude.
Rebecca Ann Osterfield.
Justin P. Turgeon, magna cum laude.
Tanisha Abigail Menus.
Abigail Louise Mayer.
Sarah Cronin.
Kaylee Marie Irish, summa cum laude.
Mackenzie R. Hebert.
Christina Mendez, cum laude.
Ariana M. Palano, cum laude.
Jacob Michael Gomes.
Victoria R. Wheeler, cum laude.
Kyle A. Lindberg, magna cum laude.
Fatima M. Ismail.
Michael V. Hathaway.
Hina Inam Qureshi.
Evan R. Manatis.
Cassandra G. Allen. Melody Grace Powers.
Anita L. Pfaff, magna cum laude.
Megan Goucher.
Caitlin M. Ferrecchia, summa cum laude.
Panina Namkasa.
Stephen J. Marshall, Jr.
Tony Colozo.
Christopher J. Wright, magna cum laude.
Brittany M. Handrigan.
Now announcing the graduates from political science. Alana Zhang Barrett, summa cum laude.
Sarah I. Wolansky.
Mikhail Reyes.
Julia Freitas, magna cum laude.
Olivia Mackenzie Long.
Sarah Nicole DeVerns, cum laude.
Now announcing the graduates from psychology. Vanessa Corriveau, summa cum laude.
Madison R. Brennan.
Kaylin M. Lavalley.
Endolita Jata.
Leslie Ann Llanos.
Carolyn N. Jones.
Katie M. Grimley, magna cum laude.
Cameron M. Ozelins, magna cum laude.
Jocelyn Marie Parker.
Lily S. Gendron, magna cum laude.
Heather M. Thomas.
Emmy Schlagater.
Reynaldo Julio Masso Figuero.
Rhea M. Harrigan.
Paula Gonchisha Souza.
Derek Allen Perry.
Kayla Jean Patrick, cum laude, Fitzpatrick.
Alyssa Marie Rawson.
Rebecca Marie Lauze.
Samira Polanco Paulino.
Anna E. Billings.
Natalie Elizabeth Mansueta.
Kayla Marie Isaac.
Peyton Collins.
Zunera Sarwar.
Erin M. Craven, magna cum laude.
Deirdre Hutchins Cahill.
Elena C. Pellegrini, cum laude.
Jennifer R. Lahair.
Nicholas John DeLocklis.
Micah G. Williams.
Jacqueline D. Armstrong, cum laude.
Rebecca M. Ribello.
Bryn Rachel.
Aaliyah A. Rivard, magna cum laude.
Anessa Amor Dalil.
Candy Johnson.
Bertha G. Amoko.
Gabrielle A. Patrician.
Okay. Taylor Whedon.
Kirsten C. Lamphere.
Cheyenne Lily Shepard.
Sarah M. Zoli.
Eugenia Safua.
Emily C. Fletcher, cum laude.
Andy Palm Johnson.
Anna Marie Belcafini, magna cum laude.
Princess Nua.
Allison Rose Marrier, magna cum laude.
Samira Darwishi.
Alexis Adriana Panagiotopoulos.
Annette K. Tron.
Abigail M. Roberts, cum laude.
Jane Bangara, magna cum laude.
Grace C. Kelleher.
Emma Elk.
Hannah Elizabeth Fisher.
Brandy Nyang.
Annabelle M. Dematia, magna cum laude.
Jennifer L. Tron.
Sarah L. Stewart, magna cum laude.
Amberly B. Santiago.
Arham R. Rizvi.
Charles Allison.
Elizabeth G. Parry.
Now announcing the graduates from early childhood education. Emma Woolard, summa cum laude.
Brooke Elizabeth Shea.
Shannon Lynn O'Shea.
Brittany Gerber.
Victoria Piscaro, magna cum laude.
Angelica Maria Chavez.
Caitlin May Gillespie.
Michaela S. Lopez, cum laude.
Emma M. Sanops.
Jenna R. Kelly, cum laude.
Anna Rose Shilakowski.
Alexandra M. Pizarro.
Taylor V. Salamini.
Jessica B. Chilton.
Madison Ann Malone, cum laude.
Carissa G. Lugo.
Riley K. Butman, magna cum laude.
Emily R. Ford.
Alyssa Mary Rousseau.
Kaylee Ann Neeran.
Kaylin R. Connolly.
Catherine R. Ford.
Madison C. Scott.
Emily M. Milishevsky, magna cum laude.
Paige Margaret Roslin, cum laude.
Thomas B. Morris.
Emily Isabella Kazarian.
Sarah A. Wilcox, magna cum laude.
Katrin M. Murphy.
Ashley E. Shaw.
Madison Lena Porter.
Mia G. Prue.
Kateri T. Art, summa cum laude.
Holland Alexandra Smith Redding, magna cum laude.
Erin S. Thoreau, magna cum laude. Kayla L. Kemp, magna cum laude.
Isabella Jewel DiMartino.
Lourdes Mariel Vargas Luna.
Angel Stephen Malavig, magna cum laude.
Evangelia V. Carambule, cum laude.
Jocelyn C. Marshall.
Now announcing graduates from Educational Studies. Kelly Ann DeMoro.
Felix Wamala.
Brittany Amanda Winsky, cum laude.
Margaret E. Mulaney, summa cum laude.
Maria Teresa Rousseau.
Brooke A. Kazanovich, cum laude.
Julia Loretta Caron.
Isabella A. Jordan, magna cum laude.
Now announcing graduates from elementary education. Jacqueline J. Winman, summa cum laude.
Elizabeth Ann Damaris.
Elizabeth J. Heller.
Delilah M. Boucher.
Riley Megan Harrington.
Kelsey Vera Allen.
Ariel R. Sloan, summa cum laude.
Victoria Pamela Mankowska.
Anna R. Elaine, magna cum laude.
Julia Sadiku.
Amari M. Greggs, cum laude.
Jessica A. Paul.
Alyssa R. Johnson, magna cum laude.
Thomas C. Freeman.
Timothy D. Gauthier, cum laude.
Jasmine Deanda Darkwa.
Isabella Marie Campbell, magna cum laude.
Samantha Paula Hindle, cum laude.
Erin R. Bethel, magna cum laude.
Erin K. Dowd, cum laude.
Nicholas G. Salter, magna cum laude.
Eleni Barakilis, cum laude.
Emily Catherine Spafford.
Tony Ann McLean Rao.
Alyssa M. Papillo.
Cameron B. Lamburn.
Jamie E. Parker, cum laude.
Natalia O. Romeo.
Emma T. Bono, magna cum laude.
Taylor B. Gilbert, summa cum laude.
Emily J. Gibson, magna cum laude.
Cassidy A. Gilbride.
Christina Amy Leland, summa cum laude.
Aaliyah B. Huard.
Robin Award.
Ava R. Krantz.
Jenna E. Duval, magna cum laude.
Kelly E. Blake, magna cum laude.
Sarah E. Gilbert, cum laude. Jacqueline Catherine Holden, summa cum laude.
Emily Dale Heldenberg.
Erin B. Galera, magna cum laude.
Jaylene Marie Hurley.
Elizabeth B. Galella, magna cum laude.
Jenna M. Raleigh.
Nia J. Smith, cum laude.
Shay Jarvis.
Julia Elizabeth House, summa cum laude.
Bridget F. Smemstad, magna cum laude.
Erin E. Madden, magna cum laude.
Michaela J. France, summa cum laude.
Courtney Elizabeth Clark, cum laude.
Hannah M. Powers.
Allison M. Roy.
Sarah Elizabeth Kiley, magna cum laude.
Stephanie M. Lally, magna cum laude.
Paige S. McNulty, magna cum laude.
Paige Shannon Murphy.
Jacqueline E. Schwalm, summa cum laude.
Brian Allen Bartimes Jr., summa cum laude.
Brianna M. Morin.
Elijah J. Butheller, summa cum laude.
Lisette Y. Diaz.
Walid Eldam.
Gabriela Vallejo.
Aram Asaharadin.
Michaela M. Mason, cum laude.
Madison Foley.
Christine Lan Mai.
Sarah Ann Crossman, cum laude.
Katie P. Padarat, magna cum laude.
Natalie E. Demers.
Christopher John Parsons.
Anastasia E. Nash.
Natasha M. Taft.
Christine M. Shaw.
Emily A. Rebello.
Abby C. Bunk.
Jasmine Joseph Bitar.
Colleen N. Larson.
Grace Luna Romero Rey, magna cum laude.
Alexandra J. Hensel Courtney, magna cum laude.
Eugene Insafor.
Katie B. Lamb, cum laude.
Nathan Samuel Cooper.
Christopher A. De Jesus.
Anthony Allen Pecci.
Kiaralyn Teresa Valerio.
Gianna K. Vincequeri.
Jose Luis Cruz.
Stephanie Mary Ramirez.
Erica Hannah Marie Sanko.
Jonalise Marie Pabon.
Agostina A. Wilson.
Amy Jano, cum laude.
Jennifer Reynolds.
Jamie Shannon Asiavati, magna cum laude.
Tracy A. Reynolds. Tracy A. Fortin, cum laude.
Lily G. Brooks, cum laude.
Taylor A. Carson.
Now announcing the graduates from sociology. John Morrow Sirachi.
Alexis M. Carteret.
Morgan Emily Stowe.
Lauren D. McIntyre, cum laude.
Iris N. Thompson Fernandez.
Trinity J. White.
Tori Elizabeth Thorne.
Amber N. Lee.
Amanda M. Murphy.
Greta Barcelio.
Rachel L. Carter.
Now announcing the graduates from Urban Studies. Michael T. Payne, magna cum laude.
Yuroxo Sarah Hoyt Rouse, summa cum laude.
William B. Barry III.
Caitlin C. Kincaid, magna cum laude.
Juliana E. Dick, cum laude.
Jasenia D. Johnson.
Itati V. Vera.
Judith Laporte Colon, summa cum laude.
Anthony Mark Harris.
Isabella S. Diaz.
Sarah Magdi Hanna.
Spencer Parker Annis.
Emily E. Reyes.
Tina Terranova Peters.
Muna Y. Abukeder, magna cum laude.
Sarah T. Sam Erzier.
Now announcing graduates from Visual and Performing Arts. Eve Evan T. Puche.
Priscilla A. Esson-Baidu.
Now announcing graduates from Art. Caroline R. Ford.
Emily T. Pavoni, magna cum laude. Now announcing the graduates from Spanish, Gabrielle R. de Costa, magna cum laude.
Degrees will now be presented to graduates who are seated on the stage and to the class marshals. Please come forward as you are called. Members of the class committee, Brittany Helen Somalia, psychology, summa cum laude. Erica Brittany Hanlon, psychology, magna cum laude. Haley D. Samara, biology, cum laude. Julia Nicole Sadowski, nursing. Class committee chair, Gracia Kitenge, computer science, cum laude. Class marshals, Aaron Cruz, psychology, magna cum laude. Elias Nelson, business administration, cum laude. I now call forward Kurt Correa, the class of 2016 and the president of the Alumni Association's Advisory Board, and class of 2023 chair, Gracia Kitenge, for a ceremonial passing of the alumni flag.
Will all Worcester State alumni in the audience and on stage please rise? Will all graduates please rise? It is now my honor to pass this flag symbolizing your transition from students to alumni. Class of 2023, your class marshals will now lead all graduates in the act of turning their tassels from the right side to the left, an act symbolizing the recipient of your undergraduate degree. Congratulations, class of 2023. Welcome to the alumni family.
I respectfully request that graduates and their guests remain standing at their seats until the recessional platform party, faculty, and administrators have exited the arena. Please be aware that students will be exiting up the stairs to the second floor. Please honor them by letting them pass before you leave your seat. My heartiest congratulations to the class of 2023.